Pulse 100, that's right, baby. All right, check it out. So I'm exhausted. It's been a long day. I just spilled a beer, which really pisses me off, but whatever. Let me kind of walk you through it real quick. Show you what we did. Well, what I did. Step in here. And there you go, huh? I even pulled the rubber off the wheel wells to check for rust. So there are 1 or 2 rust spots that have worn through that I'm going to work on, obviously repairing. But as I've said before, so that's good. I'm happy with the floor the way it came out. More will be done on that in the next coming days. Another quick update. So you can see right here all of the seats I pulled out of the bus. They're hanging out under this pine tree, which is a Sitka spruce. It's a really beautiful tree. Love it. But what I did discover today is that brown fake leather vinylish covering that's on it and the padding that's in it is easy to take off. So if you look at this one over here, I'll move my hand. See how it's got that seat made out of plywood? So it's plywood, then some type of cushion material, and then that pleather that goes on top of it for the seat. So I'm pulling those out, obviously throwing that stuff away. But what I want to do is, if you look right over here, went the wrong direction, that is one of those seats naked. So the cool thing is you can easily pull that pleather and cushioning material off of that, and it's all metal. So the thing that's good about that is, I mean, you can see the pile over here. That's all metal that came off the bus. I can show you more metal that's come off the bus. I'm really trying to do a recycling thing here with the bus and really try to be respectful of the materials that come off the bus. So I've got another pile right here on the back of the bus of all this metal that's come out. So I'm gonna keep a grand total of everything that's come out. Not only that, but check this out. Ready? So I've been trying as I go along to keep all the screws and bolts and nuts and rivets that I pull out. And let me see where my bucket is. But right there, that blue bucket you can see in the back, that is full to the top of shards of metal from when I've been angle grinding, screws, bolts, nuts, all that stuff. I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna see if there's anything that I can save and reuse. If there's not, I'm gonna scrap that as well. But one of the other ideas I came up with that I thought was really kind of cool is my sons and I are gonna be working on, and my daughters are gonna be working on doing some forging, some metal work, probably later in the summer, early fall. I'm getting set up to do that now. And one of the things that I wanna do is I'm gonna take some of those metal shavings and some of those screws and rivets and stuff, and I'm gonna get some really good hard carbon steel to mix with it. And I'm going to do a Damascus set of knives and cookware for the bus for us to travel in. So when people come on our bus and sit down to have a meal, we can say, hey man, the fork that you're using, the knife that you're using, that was recycled from all of the rivets and bolts and nuts and all the metal shavings that came off of this bus. So just thought another way to kind of repurpose some stuff. But got the metal all loaded up. The floor is stripped out. All that flooring is gone, as you can see. It's actually all, so if any of you that are doing this have a full-size pickup, excuse me, all of that plywood is right in here. This is part of the floor right here, you can see. All the rest is down in there. You can see I've got a piece of this metal bus seat that's in here. That's just to hold stuff down. I'm not throwing that away when I get there. That's gonna go back in the truck and come back here. But you can see the bottoms of these seats. I pulled as much of the hardware off as I can. This one's kind of stuck. You can see the Screw's been stripped out, but stripping everything down as best I can. All the insulation's in here, going to a recycling facility here in my town. So I'm really happy about that. But you can also see the stacks. That's all the plywood from the floor. So floor is all out. Everything's stripped down and clean. In the process of trying to, like I said, continue this recycling process. But as you can see here, bus is looking good. So next steps, I'm going to be using my handy dandy angle grinder with my wire wheel, and I am going to clean all the spots in this floor completely up, so it'll all be fresh, clean steel. That'll give me an ability to look at the holes that are there, assess them for repairs, repair them, and then what I'm going to do is over the entire floor surface, I'm going to either put a POR, which is paint over rust, or a heavy duty Rust-Oleum on this side of the floor and the undercarriage underneath the bus. So I'm going to be working on that the next couple weeks, getting the bus on the bottom cleaned up, get the Rust-Oleum put on, get all the rust cleaned out of there, get this floor all clean, nice and ready to go. Once that's done, I'm going to put in the plywood subfloor, and then once the plywood subfloor is in, we spend probably half a day leveling the bus, get it all level and square, and then once that happens, we're going to get ready for the roof raise that I'm doing kind of on my own, so we'll see how that goes. But that's the update for today. More to follow. Keep watching. Peace out.